All right. I'm doing this for the sake of Ray. We'll see how it turns out.
Thank you.
This is my phone. You bet. All right. So this is inviting to a private business reception as if I were you or I'm inviting my own friends to a PBR.
Daddy,
so it would go something like, Brian, shh, hold on, I'm coming soon. So it would go something like, hey Bob, Patrick Shaw, how are you? Good. Hey, listen, man, been meaning to touch base with you. You got a second? Listen, you got any flexibility on Thursday night at 7 o'clock? No? No, I'm with you. Yeah, no big deal. Listen, I wanted to run something by you, but if you're locked up, I'm going to get back in touch with you. Thanks, talk to you soon. That is them not being available because there's no reason to kill your opportunity and you're stuck in a conversation you don't want to be in. So then I call Bob. Bob, hey, Patrick Shaw, how are you? Da-da-da-da-da. Listen, you got any flexibility on Thursday night? Yeah? Listen, I could use a favor. I'm with a company. I'm making a career change. You know, I was working for ABC company, a little frustrated. You know, I'm putting in a ton of hours. I haven't seen the kids a bunch. And I've got to find something that's got some leverage to it. I'm looking at a company out of Oklahoma, 37 years old, publicly traded, New York Stock Exchange company. Don't know if it'd be a fit for you at all, but I want you to know what I'm doing, and I'd love to get your feedback. Could you spare 45 minutes to do me a favor and just take a look at what I'm doing? I mean, don't bring a credit card, checking account, none of that stuff. I just want you to know what I'm doing. Could you help me out? So, and there's no fixed one approach to it. I mean, there's a lot of scenarios there. You got to go to what you're comfortable with, but you get an idea in all these. They're short. It's to the point. I don't get into the name of the company, compensation, the product, any of that. Okay, inviting to review some information. Me to a friend. So I just want to call them, and it might be the same kind of appeal. If I can't get them to come to the PBR, I might go straight to getting them to review some information, or maybe they're in another state. Okay, Ray, this is what you want?
Yep,
okay.
Absolutely.
So, hey Bob, Patrick Shaw, how are you? Hey man, how are the kids? Haven't talked to you in probably, what's it been, 6 months? Hey listen, man, I have been meaning to call you the last month. I was just in Dallas, or I had a friend that was in Vegas, with 108 millionaires. There's a internet, and I know you're into the internet. There's an internet marketing launch that's about to happen at the end of this month. It's a pretty big deal. It looks like it could be incredibly lucrative. It's completely free, wouldn't cost you a dime, and I've kind of gotten in with some of the guys that are putting it together, this team that's coming together. You got a pen? www.greatworkplan.com, or I give them my domain name that forwards to my personalized Great Work Plan website. So Bob, I want you to go there. It won't take you long at all, 15 minutes or something, and it'll give you a great overview of what the company's about, what they're putting together, and I'm going to get back in touch with you in the next day or two. Will that work? Listen, and if you're interested, if it grabs your attention immediately, just respond right there on my website. You'll see where the information is. That you can let me know you got a chance to check it out, and it'll notify me right away, and then I can touch base with you, okay? All right, super. Hey, good talking to you. Wish we had a little more time to catch up. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay. Now, how about that was with the blast-off angle. It's January, and the launch is gone, and now we're really back to completely focusing on prepaid.
So, ring, Bob, Patrick Shaw. Hey, man, I've been thinking about you. Wanted to touch base with you. So, I know we hadn't talked in 6 months. How's everything been? Good. Well, we'll have to catch up at some point, but I'm calling you about a business issue, and I do that right away so I don't get sucked into something, or we have a great friendly conversation, and then it's weird because I'm trying to transition. I just tell them up front, look, I'm actually calling you about a business issue. Okay, so I don't know if you know, I made a change career-wise. I'm with a 37-year-old New York Stock Exchange company that's expanding in Syracuse, New York, and it's what made me think of you. Are you keeping the options open at all right now? And I find out, oh, no kidding, the boss issue, yeah, no, not enough money, time. They talk about it, and I say, great. Well, listen, grab a pen. I want you to write something down, www.greatworkplan.com. It's going to give you an overview And starting at the end of this month, Great Work Plan will only be prepaid legal, and How to Blast Off will be
How to Blast Off.
And prepaid, correct. And so Bob, listen, I want you to write this down, www.greatworkplan.com. It'll give you a great overview of a 37-year-old publicly traded New York Stock Exchange company. I'm telling you, it's incredible, man. These guys they've got a service that's been in Europe for 80 years. It's exploding in the United States. They've had 15 consecutive years of growth. 4,000% growth in the last 15 years. And on the New York Stock Exchange, they're expanding in Syracuse. They got a number of different divisions. Don't know if it'd be a fit at all, but I want you to check this information out. If it looks good to you, if it looks interesting, I work with one of the top executives in the company, and I'm going to have him on the phone and share a little bit of his story and what the company's looking for. But we'll talk about it then, okay? All right, super. Listen, talk to you soon. Next couple days. Bye-bye. It's really, you can see they're all, you go, man, these are all the same calls. Well, in a sense, they really are.